Smash Bros though.
3, 2, 1, go!
What's up? It's your boy Levelhead back with another Live and Level Gamers podcast. This is episode 401. Yes. And I got my crew. I got Mr. Norris. What's up, Norris?
What's going on? It's lovely Thursday.
And I also have myself. No K-Bomb on tonight. We got Video Game Hernia. And we also have Comic Book Crunch. Drop a bomb. Welcome back. That's right. We back, Comic Book. So we got a little bit to talk about on tonight. We're going to share our predictions. We're going to give where we think this may be going with this Metroid Prime 4. And we're going to deal with a few. We're going to touch on address the hate again. Touch on that a little bit more. We also going to talk about the Xbox showcase today. Keith, how much did you watch it at?
Watch the whole thing.
Okay, you watch it. I did not. I did not watch the whole thing, so I'm going to be having to lean on you in that conversation. We also going to talk about, is Sony, I think we touched on this last week, but we're going to talk about it again. Is Sony worried about the Switch 2? And then we'll just let the conversation kind of drift, flow, and float wherever it wants to go. But what's good?
I'm trying to recover from that chaperoning I was doing yesterday. My son went on a field trip. Yeah, he went on a field trip. And man, they had us walking everywhere because the school was so close to the museum. We walked from the park to the museum. Then they walked back to the school. I walked to my car. It was a lot of walking. Good Lord. And them kids, man, all the parents was looking like, oh, good Lord, let me go take a nap. I need a nap. But it was fun seeing all the kids interact and seeing my son interact with his classmates. I ain't never seen that before, so it was pretty dope.
Oh, that's what's up. Shouts out to Keith Jr.
1,000%.
All right, yeah, man. I haven't went on a field trip with my girls in probably a year. The last field trip we went on was I went on two. I went to one to the Humane Society, and that was kind of cool. And then we went to the orchard, and then we went on our own trip back to the orchard, orchard or however you want to say it, and got some apples, all kind of varieties. Oh, no. Well, they call them species, all types of species of apples. That's kind of weird.
What y'all do with them? Just eat them and y'all made apple pie. What y'all do with them?
Man, I'm going to be honest with you. I bought about $50 worth of apples, right? And they were fire. We ate all them apples, and then the one that we didn't finish, we turned into apple pies. That's exactly what we did.
That's what's
good
up.
Old American pie. So, that could have went so many different ways. But anyway, welcome to the show. But yeah, man, we got a little bit set up for you. I don't know what's going on with. I don't know if K-Bon's still on vacation or he back recouping. I have no idea. But man, I got a few videos in this week. Go and check them out. One was called I said thank you Nintendo for doing what was needed with Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And then my other one is I have some questions for the simpletons. So go check those out. Give me your thoughts. I just put up that one last night, and it's doing pretty good. So go check those out. But yeah, man, we are here, man. We are excited. Mr. Norris, what have you done in between now and all the festivities, all the happenings? What has gone? You said about your kids' field trip. Any other thing has taken place?
Other than work. Oh, I didn't tell you this. I got a promotion at the
What?
job.
What?
Yeah, officially
You
takes
got a
place.
promotion?
Yes, got a
You got a
promotion.
promotion. Oh my
Yes, I got a promotion. You wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym. Let me
God.
stop.
I'm messing.
But yeah, that's man. I hope this is a what do you call it? A snowball. I need
Oh,
more. I want a whole snowball of promotions to come back to this.
okay,
But
all
yeah,
right.
man, I'm excited about that. So
Man, that's what's up. Claps it there. Nia said, clap it up, clap it up. All right, I need you more clap. I hope that came with a sizable financial bump, right?
it's a bump. I haven't seen it yet, but it is a bump. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I actually
So,
will be promoted here. They have pretty much already let me know the job is mine as soon as it opens up. So
mhm.
next year we'll be climbing on, we'll be going on up to the east side.
There we go. Fish don't fry.
The bees don't burn on the grill. Yeah, man. So yeah, promotion is in his house. But anyway, yeah, man, we got a little bit set up for you guys. Yeah, ain't much interesting happened my way. Uh, so I went fishing, man. Man, you know what? Fishing is one of the most humbling sports because you can go out and be out all day long. All day. We woke up at 5 in the morning on Saturday, Keith. 5 a.m. And on a Saturday when I could have been sleeping in, get my fishing poles, get my bag, get my little wagon that we got, cooler full of, brewskis. And I'm just messing some Gatorade, some waters. Man, we go out here to these lakes and this river, man. And the only thing your boy pulled out of that river was a drum. And I don't know if y'all know what
Oh
a
man,
drum is.
I can't remember
Um,
what it is, but
Drum,
yeah.
yeah, they not the ones you want to catch. You trying to catch some blues or some crappie or some bluegills, some blue cats, some channel cats, something like that, or buffalo. I pulled a big drum out, and it gave me a good fight. But that was the only thing I caught for. We was out there from 5 to 5 in the evening. So sun up. We it was dark when we left, and it was dark when we was coming back. He caught a small little cat. I caught a drum, and that was 12 hours of fishing. Man, boy, but I look forward to going
That's a
again.
good time though. That's a good time
It
though.
is a good time. But anyway, so let's not hold things up. Let's go on to what you've been gaming on. Yeah. You know what time it is. It's time for What Have You Been Gaming On? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on. All right, Mr. Norris, the floor is yours, sir. What have you been gaming on, man?
Yeah, the huge. Shout out to K Bone. Um,
The
been
use.
the huge. I was playing Stellar Blade, and I must say, man, I'm going through the game, having fun. Again, this is not Bayonetta. Okay, I gotta say that again. This is not Bayonetta. So I'm trying to get through the game, and I'm at a point now where I'm fighting a boss. I've gone. Well, I don't want to spoil the game, but there's if you look in one of the trailers, she's in space. So I've already done that. I'm back down on Earth, and some things have happened, and I'm going to figure out what happened. I'm going to go see the guy, Oracle. I think that's how you say it, Oracle. And I don't see Oracle. There's somebody in there. I don't even know who it is because the right now the character's name is unknown. And I began to fight this character, and this character began to hand out chairs, seats, uh, feet, hands,
Also,
you
it was
name it.
putting foots to faces, huh?
It was putting foots to faces. It was a move. I thought I was doing all right. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was doing all right. Then it did this move that engulfed the whole screen. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? And I haven't played the game since after that fight.
Took all the
Eve
will,
instantly,
took all the
yeah,
will
it
out of
did.
you.
Yeah, I was done. Eve died instantly, and I just turned the game off. And that was probably this past weekend. I haven't touched the game since then. It's Thursday, so that was probably like Saturday or Sunday or something like that. And I haven't touched that game since. Not that I'm scared. I ain't scared. I ain't never scared, but I just ain't in the mood. Not in the mood, but I'll get back to it eventually. Um, the other game, I actually rolled credits, but I actually want to roll back an episode, which is Dispatch. I finished the game. Did I finish it last night or the night before? It was either last night or the night before. But man, I got so sleepy that I think I dozed on it a little bit. Not because it's boring, but because I played it really late.
Oh boy,
So I'm a
you get
roll.
to that age, Keith, where anything put you to
Yeah,
sleep. Just sitting still for too long put you
you know
to
what I'm
sleep.
saying? Know what
I
I'm
know that
saying?
life, boy. I know that life. Go ahead.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna roll back to the last episode, play that a little bit more. Very, very interesting. The stuff that I can remember. I didn't forget everything, but yeah, it was a pretty good episode. You learn some things. Of course, all of this is based on your choice. The game could have went a completely different way. So the replay value for this game is going to be amazing because I'm probably going to go through every episode again, making different choices. But I'm gonna roll back and see if I can remember what I chose and see if I can see how the storyline plays out. And the last game that I'm going to talk about, I didn't actually play. Um, I I've been watching my kids play a certain game. Nia has already mentioned it, and that's Animal Crossing. I got the voucher, so let me tell you the little story. I bought the voucher for the Switch, and you for it's like $99, and you can get two full price Switch games. So I bought Animal Crossing for them, and I bought Metroid Prime 4 for myself, and I also went and bought the Switch 2 edition upgrade. So I got the full Switch 2 edition experience for when it comes out digitally. And I bought them Animal Crossing. I didn't think they was gonna like Animal Crossing. We got the day before I bought it. Nia actually showed them her game, and I thought they would like it because of the museum. You see the fish. She had fossils and all this science stuff that I thought that they would really, really enjoy. And I was like, "Hey, show them that game." And then I went and got them the game, and I'm gonna have to turn this heat off. I didn't know it was gonna be blasting like that. So I went and bought the game, and dude, let me tell you, one, you gotta read. You know how Animal Crossing is, but it's good
Yeah.
because it's my. They gotta read what's going on and actually understand what the characters are telling them to do. And they got their tent, they placed their tent, and they named their town and named their character. I made them make a character together since they're gonna be playing it together. And man, let me tell you, they set an alarm one day because they went and they got all the things they needed to do to get a house.
Yeah.
So they set their alarm to wake up at 5:30 in the morning because the what's his name? Tom Nook said it'll be ready tomorrow. And I said, well, that means actual real life tomorrow for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they like, oh, for real? Okay, cool. So they set an alarm to wake up at 5:30 in the morning. They got ready for school, got their clothes on, everything. This game has motivated my kids to wake up extra early just to play Animal Crossing. And they was in there, they got their
Let's
house.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
And and then they got their museum. They already got
Yeah.
fossils
I gotta
and
let
they've
my
caught
daughter
some
start back
fish.
playing that game because she got her museum and all that.
Yeah. So they got their fish. They they can't wait to do some DC diving and finding more stuff and expanding their house. So I didn't think my kids was gonna like a quote unquote cozy game, but they love it. This is their speed. They don't want to play all the action button smashing games that I like to play a lot of the times. They want to take it easy. I asked them, I was like, why do you like this so much? They was like, the music is chill. I can relax and all the little
They
fishing
said
and all
all
the other
this.
stuff. I'm adding to it, but
I was
but
gonna
yeah,
say,
they did
dang,
say
you
the
got some
music.
sophisticated kids, boy. I can
No,
relax, kick back, sip on my coffee and my
they
tea.
did
I'm
say the
like,
music was relaxing though. They did say the music is relaxing. So yeah, they just take turns playing it while one of them is playing Roblox on the computer, the other one is playing the Switch 2. But yeah, they really like it. So that's what I've been gaming on because I was in there, so I count that as what I've been gaming on. So
okay, all right, all right. Shouts out to Mr. Norris and the Norris. How many you got?
yeah.
Two. Okay, two boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Shouts out to the Norris boys. Amen. Y'all got me saying amen, but yeah, to the Norris boys. Uh, and Animal Crossing. So I guess I'll get what I've been playing on real quick. So, like I told y'all last week, I kind of been back in Hogwarts Legacy. So I tried to finish that section where I was describing last week, where I was following a young little black girl, and I don't know, Keith, man. This game is too swimmy. It's too floaty. It's something. I don't know what it is, but you can't go from Outlaws to this game. It really makes you realize how the controls are not crisp.
It's tight.
They not
I,
tight. They not. And
I say
go ahead.
I just say play a little bit more. Have you done a lot of combat?
Not really. I'm still in the tutorial. I'm still going through learning all the stuff and doing all the stuff, fetch questions that they want me to go on and going to the different classes and talking to the different characters. So I'm not,
Yeah.
I haven't gotten into, I mean, outside the intro, what I did with the professor, I haven't really gotten into any of that since yet. So I've been competing against fellow students, beating them in class assignments and competing against them, kind of just learning the controls and learning the game. And then I put it down because I end up getting Outlaws, and I really just dived into Outlaws and what was that, Silk Song. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get back, but I just didn't realize how like you said, lacking of tightness and precision the controls are, and it was like, man, this is bad. But I'm gonna stick with it. I played a little Outlaws this week as well. And then what else did I play? Did I play Madden? I think I played a little Madden. Oh yeah, I played my Final Vendetta. I've been playing through that. But then I got two new additions, right? And I got an experience to kind of share. I kind of shared the experience with you, but I'm gonna share the experience here. So there's a particular game I had been telling you guys that I was going to get once it went on sale. I wasn't getting it. I wasn't giving $69.99 because I knew soon as Black Friday season come, that game will be half the price, right? So I saw that Best Buy had the Black Friday sales up. This game was on sale for $29.99. Switch 2, copped it. It wasn't at the store physical, so I had to wait to the game key card. Yes, I got the game key card. Came in. So it was supposed to come on a Wednesday, but it dropped on a Tuesday. So it really went up on a Tuesday. And so they called me like right before the store closed. It was like 8. I got the alert around 8:20, and our local Best Buy closed about 9 o'clock. So, I was in the midst of cooking. I stopped everything, ran out there, and when I was out there, I went over to the Switch area, and this is what I'm gonna tell you guys, man. I don't know if y'all noticing, Keith. I don't know when the last time you kind of been in a Best Buy or a Target or Walmart or something that sells these games. Have you noticed the Switch area is kind of just really, really done up? Like with the graphics and with
So I'm
the...
getting one. Whoa.
Who's that? Is that...
What we got going?
Well, shots out
Whoa.
to...
Whoa.
Wait a minute. Now, you can't just be sneaking in on us like that. Hold up. Now, I got to adjust some stuff. Hold up. I had a sneaky suspicion you was going to jump in here. What's up, K-Bone? Now, he muted us. So how you going to jump in and mute yourself immediately?
I apologize. It usually starts on mute. I apologize. What's up, y'all?
Sound like he fresh off vacation.
He not speaking English.
Let me jump on with these peons for a few hours. What's up, man?
Yeah, I apologize. Very non-professional of me to be late. But as a story behind it all, I don't know if we have time to get into it, but I'll wait for my opportunity. But yeah, I'm here.
Okay, all right. So I went to the Switch area and I noticed that they had the Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment demo. So I played some of that. I tried it out. Not a whole lot because the store is about to close. I just got a chance to just walk through, kind of see the visuals. Zelda had like little flashlight. They was walking up to me at this little spot. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it looked good. It looked like Breath of the Wild. It really did. But like I said, I didn't really get a chance to try any combat out or anything like that. But I did get a chance to just kind of see how I feel and all that. I may go back out and play the full, 10 minutes. So I was getting some eShop currency, so I ain't had to use my credit card. So I got that, went back to the front to pick up my game and to get out of there. So when I got up to the front, I noticed that they just had a slew of Switch 2s behind the cash register, behind that little area, the checkout line area, and then they had some PlayStation 5s over here and PlayStation Pros professionals over there. And I didn't see no Xbox, strangely. I didn't see any Xboxes at all. But so
they still sell those?
I don't know. So I'm picking up my game, and it was a dude helping me, but it was another dude there because a dude being trained that was helping me. So he didn't know how to go into the back to get what I ordered. So he was like, "What you getting?" I was like, "I'm getting NBA 2K26." So yeah, so that's what I got, NBA 2K26. For the Switch, right? Switch 2. So I asked, I said, so how are the Switch 2s selling? Now, of course, we know that the Switch 2s are selling really, really good. He had this hesitance to really say anything about the sales of the Switch 2. So I'm like, hey, how they selling? I guess they doing all right. I said, do you see a lot go out? No, man, I don't really see that many go out. They doing all right, I guess. So he's like, so he goes to the back, and he said, "What game are you getting?" I say, "NBA 2K26 for the Switch 2." Well, he comes out with the PlayStation 5 version. So the dude that was helping me was like, he looked at me like puzzled because we both said Switch 2. So I say, I'll take it if you want to give it to me, but that's not the right one. He's like, "What you mean?" I said, "I'm getting NBA 2K26 for the Switch 2. He gonna look at me, the same dude that didn't want to tell me how well the Switch 2 was selling. He's gonna look at me and say, "You are buying that on the Switch 2? I said, "Yeah." He said, "Why would you want to play that on the Switch 2? "Because I want to, sir. It's my money." "What you mean?" And I can go, I can go and do, it's give me the freedom and the liberty to move as I want to move and all that type of stuff. He really was taken back by the fact that I bought NBA 2K26 on the Switch 2. He came out so proudly with the PlayStation 5 version. And so when I made him take him back, he was just broken in heart. And I could tell that he must have been a Sony fan because he just could not fathom anybody buying it on the Switch 2. Well, I've played it on the Switch 2. And I'm here to tell you it's actually pretty good on the Switch 2. Now, what I will say is it's definitely not running at 60 frames per second. It's either 30. Is it really a smooth 30 or I don't know. It's got to be 30 because my TV don't do 40. It's smooth though. It's not. It don't feel like what the Switch version felt like. The visuals are absolutely there. It pops. The court is glistening. The character models are great. All right, thank you. And it really let me know that next year, I don't think the 60 frames per second will be an issue. I think this was just really just trying to get it out and meet the season for both those, to Madden and NBA. I feel like it's way smoother than Madden. Madden, to me, the loading screens and all that type of stuff is really glitched out to me. It stutters. And K-Bomb, you got it on the PlayStation 5. Is that the same for the PlayStation 5 where the graphics and all that stuff kind of stutters and pauses and stops and all that type of stuff?
Well, the menus are pretty bad on the PlayStation 5 version as well.
Okay, so that's just across the board. But it's smooth. It's smooth as butter with NBA 2K26. It's smooth. Nothing glitches. Everything just smooth. The only thing is I know it's not 60, but it's a strangely smooth 30. Like, it does not feel like I'm stuck in mud. But I've been playing games enough to tell that it's not that smooth and 60 frames. And the other thing that I will complain about is the fact that they took them physics off them shorts. It looked like they just got spandex with designs on them.
Got the undershorts on.
Yeah, man, I don't know what that is, but everything else, man, it looks really, 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 really good. And I'm like, man, like I don't feel like I'm missing anything like similar to Madden outside of the 60. So that made me very hopeful for the future with these titles, right? Hopefully they bring college over. I may try that. Also, other game that I bought was a Shadow Dropped Tomb Raider Definitive Edition for the Switch as well. Hey man, I like Impost. $17 wasn't a hard stretch for me. I'm going to say this. This is not the definitive version. This is not the definitive version at all. I don't know why Crystal Dynamics is sitting up here lying to us as consumers. This is the PlayStation 3 version. I don't even know if I can say it's that. It's the Switch version, up-res and running at 60 frames per second. That's what it is. It's not the definitive version. It is interesting that the visuals kind of hold up, but you can tell that you're playing a dated game. The frame rate feels funny, even though it is 60 frames per second. It still feels funny. K-Bum puts you in the mind of the Uncharted motion, that motion like sickness, but it's not strong, but it's there. It's hints of it, like something is off with the motion, and it was giving me, not that it was making me seasick, but it was just it was bothering my visuals a little bit. I hope that whoever ported this game goes back and actually gives the Switch 2 version the definitive actual version that was on the PlayStation 4 and the Pro, because to me that would be awesome. This right now, $17. I ain't saying that's a hard leap, but they lying with the title. This is not the definitive version. I'm sorry, it's not. Yeah, just go watch the comparisons. It in person and is even worse. So it's a beautiful, ugly game. It's nice looking and ugly all at the same time. So, but that's what I played on this week. I'm gonna throw the floor back to our partner that's fresh off vacation. Go ahead, K-Bomb. What you been gaming on, sir?
Hello, everybody. No, I've been gone for a couple of weeks. Popped in, popped out during those weeks, but I am back in the States. I am here. But really quickly, the trip was great. We spent 2 weeks. We spent 2 weeks out in Singapore. We went to Malaysia, and we also spent time in Thailand, staying at a little bit of time in Phuket, and then a little bit of time in Bangkok. So it was a great trip. It was one of those bucket list type trips that I had been, um, you know, kind of having on my budget on my list for a while. So it's kind of awesome to get that and be able to do that. On the back end of that, yeah, I think I caught something when I was out there. I came back with some kind of bug or I'm not sure what it is, but your boy has been hurting for a couple of days now. And so the reason why I was late to the podcast is that I was asleep. That's the God honest truth. I am not a day napper, but I actually took off from work this afternoon, wanting to get some rest, some sleep in, some rest. And then my wife popped up at about 8:46 and said, you're not doing the podcast? I said, podcast? As I wiped the drool from my mouth. So I immediately got up, came down here. The wife just brought me down my dinner. So I'll see if I can eat that during the podcast. But that's just a quick update on K-Bomb and kind of where I've been, literally where I've been, and kind of how I'm feeling. So I'm still taking it in there. I may have to. Anyway, let me go into the question that was asked to me, which is what have I been gaming on? So on the trip, I did not take my Portal on this trip. I know previously when I was out of the country, I had issues connecting to the PlayStation with the Portal, so I didn't even bother taking it this time. I did take the Switch 2. The majority of time on the Switch 2, I think I only played one game. I don't even think I played any of the games. Most of that time was spent playing Hades 2. So that's the time. That's the thing I spent playing on the vacation. Was either mobile games or Hades 2 on the Switch. Since I've been back, there's been an update on Marvel Rivals. They just added my favorite character onto Marvel Rivals, which is Gambit. Gambit is.
I didn't know that.
Yep, that is my number one favorite X-Men character, and they just added that guy to Marvel Rivals. So I've been spending some time trying to master his skill set. It's a very difficult character. It's funny. They kind of made him. Since Gambit is into cards, and things like that, they made him a jack of many and an ace of none, right? So he can do a lot of different things, but he doesn't do anything great. So I thought that was kind of funny. They kind of played into the character with that notion. So just taking some time to get used to the character. I'm actually doing pretty good for a brand new character. So spend time doing that, and then playing 2K26 in between that as well. And I will have to add this 2 cents as well. I think I would have agreed with the young gentleman. I would have bought you the PlayStation 5 version as well. Of NBA 2K.
Don't do me like that. Don't you come off vacation talking crap.
I would have also asked you, are you sure about that? There's nobody in the park playing the Switch 2 version.
You ain't gotta worry about that. I ain't gonna be in the park either.
You should.
This is strictly for.
You should go ahead and just play it on your PlayStation 5, that'll be just a better overall experience for you. But I would have been hesitant as well, and probably brought you the Xbox version. Say, you sure you didn't say Xbox? You sure you said Switch
You know
too?
what?
Uh,
I'm not. Look, you just right. So, stop. Don't do me like that. Don't come to me.
but other than that, yeah. So that's kind of a summary of what I've been and what I've been gaming on.
Quick question before we move forward. So you said
No,
Gambit.
Silk still sucks. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
Was it.
My bad. Go ahead.
What you say? 6 songs sucks.
That's crazy. Gambit. So
have you beat
I
Silk
heard.
Song yet, Keith?
No, sir. I don't even know if I got it installed anymore.
What happened?
I just got tired of playing it. That's all. No real reason. Just got tired of playing it. But I had a question for K.
Kind of game of the year you get tired of playing. Sorry.
Okay. One more. Anyways, Gambit, is he a healer on the game, or does he have healing ability? Somebody said he was a healer.
Surprisingly, he is a healer.
So is that canonically correct?
No.
I never known him to be able to do that.
It is?
Yes. In future forms of Gambit, he is able to manipulate kinetic energy to heal.
Okay. Well,
okay.
If you say it like that, all right.
Yep. Just quickly going to that. What people don't know, and you're going to put me on a tangent. Gambit is actually one of the strongest characters in Marvel. The future form of Gambit, I think Soul or something like that. I forget the name of it. Gambit actually meets the future form himself, where he learns how to manipulate like all kinetic energy. That he can manipulate the air molecules and light them on fire. So he can actually manipulate the molecules in your body and cause you to explode from the inside out. Like he becomes that strong, but it was an alternate universe and an alternate multiverse. But he learns how to manipulate all types of matter, and he becomes one of the strongest. But this Gambit never learns of that. Well, he learns it through another character, but he never knew that character was actually the future version of himself. So yeah, I've gone on a deep end with Gambit. I read a lot of his stuff. I'm really big on him, but yeah.
So basically,
definitely.
It was a character really show his potential. If he ever realized his full potential, that character was kind of be what he could be, basically.
Yes, yeah, it was him, but alternate universe version. Right. But yes.
So it's not canon.
Correct. It's not canon.
All
right. I would think all characters would be like ultimate versions of themselves, because I don't think even Jubilee, she's the character that we love and know. She's nowhere near the potential that she could be. I don't even know what her potential is, but I think little firecracker she had on the show.
Now, I thought they made Jubilee for the show. Was she an actual character before the show?
No, I believe she was made for the show, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Welcome back,
bro. Thank you, sir.
Ain't missed a beat. Come in swinging, left swinging. I don't feel like. So anyway, I don't know how much.
Wait, you said Mr. D coming in swinging. I'm sorry,
I haven't missed a beat. Ooh. You left swinging, you came back
swinging. My bad.
Beat. I was eating.
Okay.
I'm trying to do what you planning on doing. I'm currently doing it. But anyway.
Okay, that caught me. I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, sir. Welcome to the show, Chariot Man. All right. So the full crew is here now. Neil, you could have jumped on I guess it's a school night. So,
better make it.
Where do we want to go first, Keith? Do we want to go to the Xbox? Do we want to talk about our predictions? What do we want to do?
I think we should talk about the showcase. We've been going hard with Nintendo. All right. K-Bone back. We can let up a little bit.
Nobody cared. Man, look, first of all, he was late. He sneaks in. He comes in jabbing, talking all professional. Then he slides in the jab on the little sleek tip. He can stand some Nintendo talk. Okay, let's go to this showcase.
Slide in on the tip. Jesus Christ.
I said on the sneak tip. Sneak was in between the slide in on the sneak tip. Come on now. Don't do
Hold up.
that. That was not a pause moment, Nia. I'm not. No, K Bum was creating a pause moment. K Bum, stop, man. Wait, Miss Bum, where's his food at so we can start eating and hush?
Boy, need some chicken noodle soup.
I'm trying to eat. Man. You just keep just saying stuff. You messing up my meal.
Eat your food, man. You ain't been here 5 minutes and you already on one. All right, let's get into this. All right, so I only saw some of this. I didn't really get a chance to see all of it. But there was one game that Keith was like, he posted in the chat that I'm pretty sure this is the first game that was shown. And that was what, Keith?
I'm saying this correctly. Armatus.
7 years ago.
So let's watch it.
The veil
see what's
tore
popping
open,
off with this title.
And the worthy were claimed.
Let me turn it down. Keep while it's playing, you can hear the audio. Give us our take. What's your take on this game? Why did this stand out to you?
Honestly, because it's coming to Switch 2.
This is coming to the Switch 2?
This is coming to the Switch 2. That's the first thing I noticed. Well, not the first thing I noticed, but at the end they showed the Switch 2.
Wait a minute, this looks awesome and great.
Look, man. This comes to the Switch 2. Wait, now I'm interested. Da-da-da!
If it's on the Xbox, I ain't getting it. So I get it on the PlayStation.
Armatus is a third-person roguelike shooter, so now I'm already not interested because it said roguelike. From Godfall developer Counterplay Games, the world premiere trailer for the debut during the Xbox Partner Preview. As a masked warrior with mysterious motivations, players will have to take on the demonic horrors that have laid waste to Paris. Billed as a gothic horror game, Armatus will launch in 2026 for PC, Xbox Series S. It doesn't say it here, but also PlayStation 5 and Switch 2. And it'll be on Game Pass. So, the roguelike took me out, man. I was interested. Me and Nia was talking about it. She's like, it's a roguelike. I was like, I'm not interested anymore. Kind of remind me of that one game that they showed at the PlayStation Showcase. That was a roguelike. But this looks good.
Hades 2?
No.
You mean some of the highest rated game of this year?
I knew he was going to
my bad. My bad.
The Returnal developers.
Oh, you talking about
Solus, something like that?
Solus. Yeah. I mean, looking at it, I'm gonna be honest with you. When they named the other game this crew made, I was like, I don't know. That game just looked like a cheap hack and slash. I had to see more of it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Is this our salvation?
I would have to see more of it to see if I'm interested in it or not. Even with it coming to a Switch 2, I would still need to see more of it. It looks okay.
Get a deeper look into the
It looks okay.
impact action of Armatus.
Nothing that makes me feel like I wanna. It's another game that they showed though that did get my attention. I don't know where that game is found at. It's only 30 minutes, so we don't have to.
No, we gotta go through each one.
So what was this next game that they showed?
If this thing is right, a game called The Mound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now what's this?
I mean, you can ask my thoughts. I mean, that's all good.
Go ahead, Keith. My bad.
I'm back now. I mean,
yeah, it has been 2 weeks. Me and Keith, we've been.
Keith, all right, next.
Look, wait a minute, Keith. I'll show them like it's. My bad, K-Bum. It's been me and Keith for 2 weeks.
It's all good, man. I understand.
I showed him like
anything personal, brother. I don't take it personal, brother. It's all good.
K-Bum, what is your thoughts on
Artemis? It looks. I think it looks decent. I know the roguelike turns some people off. I think people have been kind of just trying to force that That's the new thing to do. If you're not doing the Dark Souls, Demon Souls type of gameplay, you're doing roguelike. So I understand. I understand. But for me as a story person, roguelike games actually, if done correctly, are actually very, very fun. When they tie in the story with the repeating dying, right? And if you can tie those stories together, it's usually a fun game for me. But yeah, I understand. It has potential. Let me say that.
Yeah, I
It
agree.
doesn't blow me away. Sorry, I had to cut you off. It doesn't blow me away. It doesn't turn me off from it, like immediate no. But it has potential. It can absolutely turn out to be a gem of a game, kind of like how Booty Blade turned out to be a pretty good game in its totality. So I think this has the same potential, even though they're not trying to grab you with the sensational female body. But I think the way the game looks and the gameplay, and the developers, yeah, they did what I think Godfell, I think they said, which was but it has potential. I think it may be a good game. So I'm excited to see a little bit more. Hopefully, they can show a little bit more of the story and let us know what's going on.
Yeah, that's essentially what kind of dampened my mood when Keith first talked about it and he posted it. I didn't know that they had a Switch 2 version, but still, I'm still in the same position. When he put it up, I'm like, oh, Keith's putting this up. Let me check it out. As soon as I saw from the creators of God, I was like, nobody ain't trying. I had to see more. So it looks, like you said, K-Bump, it has potential. Visually, it does look, I do like the visuals all day. It kind of gives me that dark, what's that game, Bloodborne. It kind of has some Bloodborne aesthetics to me. I ain't anti-rogue games. The story looks interesting. I don't care for the seance, all that stuff either. I don't really get off into that type of stuff. So,
I agree.
So
I agree with that.
I was looking at all of them, and I'm like, I don't even know if I really be getting it.
That is a turn off.
It does. It turns me off. I don't really like. It ain't that I'm worrying about a spirit coming through my TV, folks. I just don't really care for all that stuff. So.
The ring.
But anyway, the next game was the Mound.
Omen. Mound, sorry. Well, Omen is in the title, but yeah, Mound.
Omen.
Okay. What was this about? Like I said, I didn't watch.
This kind of looks like Avowed with guns, or that style of like
Left 4 Dead
RPG or Left 4 Dead stuff like. It definitely reminds me of that. I've never really been into those types of games, but I will say it does graphically look good. Like K-Bun always says, the story, because I think you walking with some other characters.
Yes.
So that would be interesting to see what's going on. Isolation, baby, first person shooter, baby. Let me stop.
Ugh.
But yeah, I think it looks good. Probably not for me though.
K-Bun.
Yeah. It definitely gives me the Left 4 Dead vibes with the looks like a 4-person co-op that's going on, and there was some cool gameplay aspects where the guy shot the leg off of the zombie and then the guy kind of cut his throat. But I don't know, these type of games, I don't have a consistent friend list to play stuff like this. My friends are sports gamers, and they don't venture too far off to play stuff like this. So I don't think I would be able to enjoy this type of game the way it's meant to be enjoyed. So, but looking at the game for itself, it looks okay. I don't. It's a fine addition. I don't think it's going to do numbers. I don't think it's going to blow people away. It's another nice to have, kind of like how Steam just has a bunch of quality games on the system. I see that this is the same way.
This game does nothing for me at all. This game looks like it should just put Bethesda title up, and I'll be like, yeah, let's move on. Now, if y'all was like, let's play it, then I give it a try. But for me, the Mound can stay on the Mound. What was his next title? I think this is where I actually started watching. Dave the Diver? No.
We can move on. We can move on.
It was a game that looked close to that aesthetic, but that wasn't it. So
It was Dave the Diver, I believe.
It was Data Diver.
there was another game that looks like that, but it wasn't that game. So what about this cross? What is this?
Crow's
Pro?
Worm or Crow's Worm or Crow, something like that. Looks good. Looks like anybody who's like a huge fan, and I say huge fan of like the Hollow Knights and things like that, will get a real good kick out of this. I've had my fill.
Hollow Knight?
You just gonna have to tell me what happened with you, Hollow Knight, because you either got dumped, couldn't beat the ball. Some had to.
He saw the light.
I
He
can't
saw
believe
the
you
light.
just grew tired, Keith. What boss gives
No, I
you
did.
fits?
He saw the light.
I had beat the twins, and I thought that was a pretty good boss. And I think I hadn't played anything after that. I just stopped playing.
Okay.
Look up the twins on Silksong. It was a pretty good battle. It was actually really fun. I just got tired of doing the stuff. I didn't feel like it no more.
The backtracking and going back and forth and back. Yeah, I got you.
Because that backtracking on there is different than Metroid's backtracking.
I agree.
Huh.
It's almost pointless at times.
It's almost it's super open ended, and I don't like it that open.
So Crow's.
It's almost like somebody said
Crow's
that
Sworn? Is that
2
what
months
it is?
ago.
Sworn?
On what?
The
Oh,
things
what
you
game?
said you don't like about the backtracking, I've said that 2 months ago. The open-ended
said,
backtrack, and you told me to explore.
No,
Explore.
Now,
you
what
was
is
early
this?
in the
What
game.
is this?
You was
It's
early
like
in the game.
Back to the Future card.
Nah, Level, don't take away from me
Echo
yelling at.
Generation
Nah, don't try to move on to the point. I am yelling about Silksong.
Okay, let's pause. Okay,
Game of the year,
go ahead and make your point.
and most people don't even finish it.
Yeah, you did.
Am I most
admit
people?
You did say.
Am
you
I most
did-
people?
You did, Keith.
Say
He
my
did
name.
Tell you. He did tell
He
you.
said, most people.
Keith, he
My
he
bad,
did
Keith.
echo this a few months ago, and that's why I'm so surprised. Like, wait a minute, Keith, you tired of it? Out of the blue.
Man, when you get into Act 2, the game opens up even more than
Right.
what K-Bone.
That's
It
what I
opens up
thought.
way more.
You was
Yeah.
excited when you
Explore.
were talking about it.
Because it was to me
You know what?
that
Wait
wasn't
Wait a
that.
minute.
No, wait, no,
Keith, we not
no.
letting
To
K-Bum
me-
come back this early. No, K-Bum, we moving on. Let's go.
Explore.
Keith, don't chase that rabbit. We putting that rabbit up. K-Bum, hush up, man. Let's go to this next. What is this game right here, man? It looked like it's stealing from Back to the Future. It came on right after the Crow game. Echo Generation makes it. What is this?
I have no idea what the thing was.
Read the email. Hold on. What do you say? It's a what?
What game is this?
It's called Echo Generations 2.
It is called Echoes Generations. Okay. Did y'all care about that? Or are we moving on? It's one game I want to talk about that I saw on this.
Once forces beyond our reality trapped me. It was a one-way ticket.
Darkwing says,
This is an
not gonna
RPG.
lie, I loved Hollow Knight, but I lost interest in Silksong after Act 2. Dang.
Yeah, Act 2 is different, man.
Dang.
A 00 agent.
And they put you through a lot to get to Act 2. And it's like, dang, I gotta do more. Anyways,
All right, so did they show some more of the bun? They had vampire crawlers. I ain't trying to stick on
A
this forever.
00 agent needs
So they
the
showing a little bit
fastest,
more of
most
Bond.
dynamic, and of course most striking car when they're on.
Did y'all want to talk about that?
Twin turbo V8.
that show was a car, wasn't it? Like some DLC or
0
something.
to 60 in under 3 seconds.
So, all right, let me move to the game that I wanted to talk about. And I don't know. Was there any other game that y'all wanted to talk about before I just go through this thing?
No, go through it.
All right.
For me, I don't know what K-Bone want, but for me,
K-Bum, is there any game that you saw on this that you wanted to talk about?
Anything you want to explore, bro? Anything you
No,
want to explore?
I'm just rolling with you.
Okay, so this was the game that I saw first, and it looks like pixelated cowboys. That looked interesting. I'm not gonna front. This game looked interesting to me. It puts me in the mind of that game on the Switch, Keith, that's made by Shannon. You was just playing it. I bought it, but I ain't played it in a while. Huh?
The Vacation. What is it called?
I forgot what it's called. But this puts me in the mind of that.
Yeah.
It looks kind of interesting. What'd you think about this one?
I didn't really pay attention to it, but I see what you mean. There's another game that's very similar to this, where you got what is that game? Miami something. One of the Miami games, but yeah, I like these types of games.
Yeah, this look interesting. I would actually try this out. The Tourist is the game you talking about.
Hotline Miami.
Hotline Miami.
Oh yeah, the Tourist.
And the Tourist, yeah. The Tourist was fun too. I just got stuck on one part. I couldn't figure out what they wanted me to do, and it couldn't. I just didn't. I like, look, I ain't trying to stay on this. I want to beat this, but I couldn't figure out a particular puzzle. This looks interesting to me, man. What's the name of this game? Erosion? Yeah, Erosion. And then the other game that stood out to me, is this it? Yeah, this next game that they showed. These two games stood out to me. Now, this game has potential, but it needs some work. It's with the rabbit.
Oh, yeah, this is the people who made the Fist game.
To me, this game has potential.
Oh, that's the game you told me to play, right, Keith?
Yeah.
Okay. I never did.
this?
I like, no. Keith,
No.
When I was trying to find side scrollers, I believe Keith told me to play Fist,
Oh, okay.
and I let him down because I never did. So
They got a fascination with bunnies. Well, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's the same character.
But this looks cool to me. It just, when the combat got to going, it was rough, but I see the potential. I get into this with the anamorphic characters, anthropomorphic characters. Get hit y'all with one of them.
Surprised this
D2K
ain't coming
words.
to the Switch too.
Hit y'all with one of them D2K words.
bring the dictionary, sir.
Anthropomorphic means animal like humans. This looks dope to me. I mean, it's just
Rainbow.
it looks dope to me. Like, it has all potential. It's just they got to get that combat a little bit tighter, in my book. A little too stiff. But the atmosphere, the stage is. I could definitely see myself getting into something like this. And I like the human animal, anthropomorphic stuff going on. I like that.
Yeah, combat looks too floaty. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got to get the combat
you don't.
right.
He doesn't look like he weighs anything.
That, and it don't look like your move, your attacks are actually showing the impact of your attack, like they respond to your hits.
Right.
I don't like it when you hitting them and they just absorbing it and they feel like they just you hitting them but they ain't doing nothing. I don't like that. Show my hits making an impact. Put some gravity, some weight, some physics behind my hit.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like?
Yeah.
I don't like the name. Zoo Punk.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
name
like that
is
name.
trashy. That's a trashy name. I give you that. But the game got potential, man. Just don't make the enemy sponges to my attacks. Like, force them to let them show some type of let them actually show that I'm hitting them. Let them react to the hit.
Right.
In their animation.
I don't know about this color palette. I don't know if I'm being picky.
The color palette is a little bland, but still I did like that. What else is here?
Yeah, I agree. It has potential. It does.
And this is the other one right here. I don't know what this one is. It kind of got a Souls-like look, mixed with like Phantom Fantasy. I don't know what this
Skipped
is.
over Eminem.
Yeah, man, might try.
I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. Are you other
Hey.
Slim Shady? But just
Hey.
imitating.
Hey.
What is this one right here? Dang, that was dope.
That game is called Tides of Annihilation.
Okay. Is this? I take this as this is a Japanese produced game or just a Western?
I don't know, but let's find out.
It looks
I
like
thought you
Final
said
Fantasy.
call it an RPG.
It's almost like a wannabe Final Fantasy.
We've seen this game before, right?
Yeah, we have. I thought so. But it
I
looks
don't
cool
think this
though.
is new. Yeah, we've seen this before.
Eclipse Eclipse Go Games. Where are they based at?
It looks
This,
cool
this
though.
screams Japanese, brother. I'm sorry.
It looks Japanese. I said it reminds me of
It's China. It's Chinese.
China.
It's Chinese. Okay,
You know what? We're
got
gonna
it.
have to talk about that too, man, because these Chinese developed games
They coming
look
up.
amazing to me. They visual and they style, they art style is dope to me.
Marvel Rivals is Chinese.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Like
really?
you got Marvel Rivals, you got
Black Myth.
Black Myth. That's where I was going. All of them games visually look crazy impressive.
And there was another one that we saw that was a Chinese game. We saw in one of the partnership showcases too, and we thought was a beautiful looking game. I forgot the name of it, but it was Chinese too,
Man,
and it looked
That's
It looked
dope how
amazing.
He hit the ground and the ground turned into like reflection of the sky, but it's water now. It looks good. He flying through the ground. That's dope, man.
But like you said, you can see the impact of the hits on this one, right?
Yeah.
You can see your hits actually doing something to the enemy.
Doing damage, not just
Yeah.
not just absorbing. He's
Yep.
responding to the hits. That I want that. Yeah, I can see myself trying this out for sure. It's busy though. It's busy as heck. But I like that. It's just got crazy art style. Like they art,
Tyrone. Is the name of the enemy actually
But that
Tyrone?
dude, Tyrone. That is
Tyrone?
crazy.
that's the name of the game.
No, that's the name of the enemy that he's fighting.
He
Tyrone.
fighting a black
The
person.
ferryman.
He's fighting Tyrone.
Man, all right.
Where you get Tyrone from?
That's one of the blackest of blackest names.
Exactly. I ain't never seen a non-black Tyrone.
They must have been
That's
listening
crazy.
to Erykah Badu a little too much. I don't know. They
Tyrone.
calling Tyrone for real. Tell him to come on and help you get yo. Anyway,
If that's Tyrone, then he can say where he at.
Tides of Annihilation. That's coming to everything.
We seen this before, and we said we liked it then.
Yeah, this looks good. That looks good to me. I don't care what nobody say. Hotline Bling, that's what you said, comic book cards.
Get more insights straight
Ties of
from
Annihilation
Retro
looks
Games
good.
on the story, setting,
It does.
and gameplay behind that
K-Bum, it makes me want to
high-quality
play the game that I
and
showed you the other day.
exclusive on Xbox One.
That you was like, man, the God of War looking game.
God of War Prince of Persia one that makes me upset that Ubisoft.
Actually, quite funny is I played the original of this game, this next game. Raja, Ray, is a Hindu game. It's trying to get you show up the Hindu culture. Raji, I think it's Raja. Raji, I think that's what you call it. I played the original on the Switch.
Really?
Yes, I did. And it's basically a cross between, like, think God of War, the original God of Wars, over the top, like open in a set box, and you got multiple bosses coming from different directions at you, and it's like that. That's how the gameplay is. It was cool. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I played it for a minute. But it just got redundant. It just got redundant, and I lost interest.
Find out what
But I
details
played the
lurk
first one
behind the gorgeous
before.
and evocative world of Raji Kaliuga,
Yeah, Raji.
the follow-up
I played
to
the first
Raji,
one.
an ancient epic.
Well, look at you.
On
Yeah, I
Xbox
played
One.
Raji the Ancient Epic. Yep, I have. I got that. Okay, so that was the last game.
Somebody write that on the board. Give level an extra bonus point today. Somebody write that on the board. Thank you. Great job, level.
Sometimes I step outside my box here and there. That really wasn't stepping out my box because it was playing like God of War. So I was like, I might be able to get into that. Okay, so let's give our verdicts. What did you think? Start with you, K-Bum. What did you think about the Xbox showcase today?
I guess I'll throw another shot in there. It's not as boring as some of the Nintendo showcases, so they have they get a check there. But I thought it was pretty good. I think Xbox's showcases have been pretty good, decent to pretty good in the past couple years. That's why it's not weird that Xbox isn't selling well because these games are being played everywhere. So it's not weird, but they tend to have good shows, and this is to me is one of them. It's a pretty good show. It has some decent games. It has some games that at least one game, two games we've seen before. Well, three games: Dave the Diver. I'm not gonna name them, but there was a couple games we've seen before. And some decent new ones that kind of
Tides of Annihilation.
yeah. And so I thought it was good. I'm not gonna drag on too much longer. I thought it was a good showcase. I thought it was some good games, and there was variety of games. It wasn't like the same game over and over again. So I give them props for that. I thought it was a good showcase.
Okay, all right. Mr. Norris, what was your verdict on the showcase today?
Yeah, man, I thought today was a really good showcase. I mean, it was definitely 1000% better than the state of Japan. So
I knew where he was going. I knew it.
I didn't see that.
When he put them emphasis
I
on
did
there, I
not see
knew
that.
it.
I didn't see that coming. He caught me straight off guard with that. Go ahead.
but yeah, they showed some games that I probably won't play, but I'm glad they exist, and I can't lie that they look good graphically, gameplay wise. They were decent. The Tides of Annihilation was just cinema. So yeah,
Agreed.
so yeah, it was a pretty good showcase.
I say it was decent. It was decent. It was cool. It didn't blow me away. It didn't necessarily have anything that I wasn't interested in. At least 3 games here that I'm definitely interested in. Yeah, it was cool. It was serviceable. It wasn't a waste of time. Sad that you don't have a box to drive anybody to, but hey, you got games that I could play. What I got currently, I got 2 ways to play. This is an Xbox, ain't that what they said? But anyway, so that was the showcase. So let's move on. Where we want to go next, Keith? Do we want to go to predictions or do we want to go to? Let's go here. Let's knock this out real quick. See, get K-Bum's thoughts. So last week, K-Bum, you wasn't here. We kind of was on this a little early. I would say us here on the podcast was on this a little early. This began to kind of catch a lot of wind this week. And that's the discussion of after the state of Japan and the reveal of a region-locked PlayStation 5 digital version that I found out that version is going to be $350.
Yes.
The question has been asked, and there's been a lot of, what would we say, I want to say leaks, but reports, that's what I say, reporting that this move is directly tied to what's taking place in Japan with the market share and Sony losing pretty much unlost, pretty much all market share or just about all the market share in Japan with Nintendo and the Switch and Switch 2 brand. And currently, if you look at things, we kind of touched on this last week, but now that you hear K-Bum, I'd love to get your sentiments on it. if you look at the trajectory, man, Keith, I'm pulling the cable right now. Trajectory of the Switch 2 sales, if they stay on this sales path, they will eclipse the PlayStation 5's total sales within the fiscal year. So they're saying that all this activity that's going on in Japan from Sony is a response to one.
Hold on. You mean the total amount that PlayStation 5 has sold in the past 5-6 years? You saying?
Yes.
In 1 year?
Yes.
So 60-something million and.
No, it ain't
Just
so.
Japan.
Just Japan.
Sorry, just Japan. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not,
sorry.
Not.
I'm good.
Okay, so the Switch 2 will eclipse the total number in Japan.
Okay, thank you.
In this fiscal year. So fiscal year. So the thought is and that's one aspect of why they're starting to make these moves. The other aspect is third party, and they've had like a monopoly on major AAA third party in Japan. They don't have, Xbox is not dominant in Japan, and typically third party does not come to Switch devices. Well, you're starting to see that change with the Final Fantasies, and now with Requiem, Day and Date, and other titles James Bond, Day and Date, and all these other titles that are creeping into Day and Date releases, where you have the choice to buying it on the Switch 2 as opposed to the PlayStation 5 when that wasn't a thing years before. The question is Sony worried about the Switch 2? Get your thoughts and then bring Keith in.
Wary. I don't know. I feel like that word is doing a lot of heavy work there.
That's what
I feel like it's doing heavy work. The reason why I say I feel like it's doing heavy work, because I feel like it is implying a notion that Sony emotionally is tied to negatively tied to the success of the Switch 2, which I don't believe that's the case. I do believe they understand that the Switch 2 is the biggest their biggest what I'm looking for opponent, their biggest competitor opponent in the Japanese market. And they see that the Switch 2 is doing numbers in the Japanese market, and so a response from Sony to try to counteract our pause or try to delay the inevitable is definitely warranted. I definitely know the fact that the price increases for the PS5 has not been beneficial for the Japanese market, and I know even the size of the PlayStation 5 is not ideal in Japanese market. And you did hit on one big thing: the fact that these games, even these Japanese games that will never see the light of day in America, are also making their way onto Switch, because some of these games would join forces just on the PlayStation, just because of the level of power that was there that they needed to create the vision that they wanted. They are now finding that same level of success on the Switch 2, which means at a sometimes a lower rate, they can still be able to showcase their vision onto that system. So Sony definitely identified that the Switch 2 is the new and probably the big dog on the street right now in Japanese, and I think Sony's making the proper moves to try to counteract that. And I think a region lock system is a very good way to decrease the price of the PlayStation 5 and also give something back to your homeland. Right. I believe if I'm not mistaken, I believe Nintendo did the same. Nintendo also had a region lock system.
Switch 2.
Switch 2, yes, Switch 2, that was lower price, right? So it's not an odd thing to do that Sony would follow suit. I can see that Sony seeing how successful that was in the Switch 2, that they decided to do the same. Especially with, like I said, all the price increases that the PlayStation 5 has seen over the past 6 to 12 months. So I think Sony is trying to react appropriately. I don't see anything they're doing is desperation. I don't see anything they're doing means that they are just, throwing everything at the wind that you're trying to keep Nintendo from overtaking the full market. I think they understand what the Switch 2 is in the home market. They do understand that it fits the lifestyle of Japanese gamers better than the PS5, because we all know the Japanese are pressed for space. And so the Switch 2 is perfect within our lives. We also know that Japanese culture also does a lot of commuting. And so the Switch 2, again, fits perfectly into that niche for a Japanese gamer. And I don't think PlayStation is shocked by the success of the Switch 2. And so that's why I think the word worry put more weight. I think it's doing some heavy lifting there. But I do believe that they do know that Nintendo is right now the more preferred system in their homeland, and so they're doing their due diligence as a company to try to counteract as much as they can, so that they don't so they can keep up some of the market shares and keep themselves in position with their Japanese home base in this console race. So that's how I feel about that. I don't see desperation. I see decision being made, which is like, none of the decisions are even remotely off from what the competitors are also doing as well.
Okay. Keith, I'm gonna show this real quick too. These are, and shouts out to Keith because I got these from him. Wow. These are the current numbers in Japan of all the sales. I think is this week, Keith? Or this is
I think it's either this week, but it's definitely this month.
Yeah, this month. So you see Switch 2 101,549 and the Switch 2 is at 2.7 million already in Japan. Switch OLED sold 10,772, reaching a grand total of 9 million. Switch Lite 8,000, reaching a grand total of 6.7 million. PlayStation 5 sold 3,300 and reaching a grand total of 5.8 million. And then under that is the Switch, which sold 3,000, reaching a grand total of 20 million in Japan. Then the PlayStation 5 Pro is at 268,000. And then the PlayStation 5 digital, which is at 1 million and some change. So as you can see, like the Switch 2 is already halfway to the total PlayStation 5 sales in Japan. And then the Switch.
Well, you okay. If you not if you add in the 5, the Pro, and the digital, it's a little way far from half.
Well,
yeah,
if you go to you add the 5, the Pro, and the digital.
Let's skip the Pro, because I think the Pro is something else. But the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 digital is the same thing.
So you add that together, you're looking at 6 million, 6.8 million. Like I said, 6.8. You look at the OLED model by itself outsold that, and then the Switch is, so it's crazy right now. So Keith, come on in, and then we can move on. Do you believe that Sony is worried about the Switch 2 in Japan, or Switch in general, Switch and the Switch brand in Japan?
So me and you already kind of talked about this a little bit, and my sentiments was kind of like how K-Bone was stating the whole Warwick thing. I don't like that verbiage. Um, you ever play one of those tower defense games, and like you got all your pieces out there, and then all of a sudden one of your places is attacked, and now you got to run over there and focus on it. There's this. That's kind of what I see Sony doing. They're refocusing on Japan because listening to this. This is from an article that I had sent to you guys, but it says according to the report by TV Tokyo, Sony's previous management weren't concerned about Nintendo when it
Yeah.
came to the Japanese hardware sales. For years, Sony apparently didn't pay much attention to Nintendo's success in the region and instead focused their efforts in other areas of the world,
Hmm.
like the West. And Sony has dominated the West. Can we agree with that? So, and they've kind of had a default lock on Japan for the longest time, even though the Switch One has been beating them, but it wasn't. I guess you could say it wasn't until they realized that they weren't getting the same type of responses. It's like even if somebody else is number one in the land, my revenue is still good, but now their revenue is dipping. You know what I'm saying? So Nintendo's been number one in Japan with the Switch, as you just mentioned with the OLED. They've been number one,
Right.
but now I would say the numbers and the revenue is starting to affect them. So it's not like, oh, we gotta stop Nintendo from being number one. No, they've been number one. That's not the issue. The issue is we haven't been focusing on Japan, and we need to go back over there because this is a huge part of our revenue, just like the West is a huge part of our revenue. So I don't think it's necessarily they're worried about Nintendo because they can both coexist at the same time. They've been doing it, but now I think that they're just not seeing that return. So they got to put more effort into showcasing their efforts, like with the PlayStation Portal and like with that state of Japan, the state of Japan. They showed a lot of similar games. Like, hey, and it's weird to say this about Sony, but it's like, hey, we got those games too. That's
Well, right.
you
Yeah.
have to say
Yeah.
Sony.
That's funny.
Why would they have
That's
to say that? That's my question.
that's not
Why?
not worry. That's hey, our revenue has dipped. They again, Nintendo's been number one. Yes,
I yeah,
they've been number.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah.
I can see that they have been selling the most and their platform is widespread more so than Sony. But there's aspects of this that I feel like you in particular, maybe not K Bum, you glossing over. And that
Oh, okay.
is there is a dynamic change that wasn't a worry. I feel like you're right. Sony wasn't worried about Nintendo because there was still one thing that was going to remain the same. And that's why I have this game up right now, Hades 2. I'm going to ask K-Bum. Were you shocked that Hades 2 decided to release as an exclusive on the Switch 2?
Time exclusive,
Yeah,
but
time exclusive on the Switch
um,
2.
I was surprised that Super Giant decided to go this direction because they have no. They're a PC company first, so
Right.
it was kind of surprised to me that they kind of dipped their toe into the exclusivity of consoles.
Okay.
Well,
So,
hold on. So wait, what about Hades One? Wasn't that like also some type of deal with Nintendo, the first one, or
No,
no?
no. The first one was on Xbox and PlayStation, then
station.
later came
Right.
to Switch.
That's where I was about to
Okay.
go. So, that's interesting to me. I was like, because this game that really stood out to me. Wow, they are taking a gamble with putting this game on the Switch too. Because if that wasn't the deal, you know where this game would have been possibly made exclusive to. Timed exclusive probably would have been the Sony PlayStation, or it just would have
Hmm.
released across the board. I would say they would have worked out some deal with PlayStation, but they chose to ink this deal with the Switch 2. Then you have
Hmm.
a Eastern company like Capcom bringing Requiem. Again, this is in Japan. We're not focusing on I think they are concerned about this in Japan. Maybe not across the board, but in Japan, they are concerned. It's more than just, we got to. I think there is a worry because the one thing that you had that was a consistent was no matter what Nintendo did, they wasn't able to run these games. So those games were always going to come to Sony. They can have the mobile market. They can have those niche titles. They can have their first parties. They can have their indies. When it comes to these big major titles, the only platform you can play it on is mine. You got to come my way. So they didn't have to focus. Now that has been removed. And you've already lost the footing in Japan to Nintendo. And now this next system has the capability of playing those games that typically would not have come to that platform. And you're starting to see third parties like Crystal Dynamic and not Crystal Dynamic, but Square Enix, Capcom. Dude, Dustborn's what's that group that make those that makes Elden Ring? What's that group? Eversoft got an exclusive game, Blood, whatever that game is called, coming to the Switch. Like, if I'm Sony, I'm more than just curious. I'm like, hey, wait a minute, y'all. And it sounds like the new director, the new CEO is looking like, hey, we can't give up. We gave up the market share, but we can't give up the one thing that was our consistent. We got to fight to keep that. That's what I'm saying. I think they are concerned, but that's me. I'll let y'all retort, and then we'll move on to.
Dark Star said FromSoft. We were wrong.
FromSoft. I was going to pick up. Hey, well, let me read. Flare Ice. He said, if they weren't worried about the Switch 2, we wouldn't hear rumors of a PlayStation handheld. That's valid. I'm not saying it proves
I don't
that they
think
were.
that's valid because
I said it's valid. I don't think it proves that they worried about, but that can be a point.
Yeah, I think the whole industry is swinging in that direction. And that I will say Nintendo's leading the charge for sure. But
Absolutely.
I think that's an industry wide thing that everybody is going to eventually go to. We went from arcades to consoles to PCs.
But you'd be stupid not to be looking into a handheld at this point. Seriously, that's not being worried. And everyone's creating handhelds right now, and I think you would be dumb to not consider handheld. Not that you have to do it, but not consider it. I'm sorry, I cut you off, Keith. Go ahead.
No. You're 100% right. I would just add that tidbit. That's all. I was just trying to say I wouldn't use that as evidence. They're worried because why? Everybody's doing it. So.
And just like I said, I'm just curious. I ain't saying it is. I'm just saying I don't want us to just be like, no. I remember I brought this up. I'm like, man, I think they are starting to get a little concerned with we starting to see, just look at, and then we got to move on. I'm just looking at what we're seeing and how fast, and it's Keith, you can hold my feet to the water. You can hold my feet on this because I'm gonna sound very what's the word?
Fanboy?
No, not fanboy.
Oh.
Contradictory when I say what I'm about to say from a position I held before. Early on, I was concerned about Nintendo and what they was doing and they messaging, which we talked about that. But as of late, it's like I can't keep up. I can't keep up with all the stuff that's coming, and it's coming in mass. And they already saying 2026 is going to be worse.
First of all, level head, please, for the love of God, everything that's good. Put spoiler alert on the videos you post. I know. I'm sitting there watching.
Yeah, I knew. I was like, well, Keith probably don't want to see this. And I was like, shoot, I've been spoiled. He can be spoiled too. We both gonna be spoiled.
I was like, this in the game?
Yeah, bro.
Oh
You
man.
talking about what I showed you in Metroid Prime 4? The
Yes. I was
Japanese,
like,
what they showed over in
oh
Japan. Boy, they showed some
I've
stuff
seen
over there. They
I've
showed some
seen some
stuff
stuff
over
in the
there.
Japanese version, but that stuff that you showed today was like, whoa, wait. I wasn't ready for that.
My bad, man. I was just like, it spoiled me. Somebody else got to share in this. So
Wow. Wow.
I
Wow.
couldn't
Hated
do it
move.
alone. I know it was a hater move. I did. But anyway, let's
Great
move
hater.
on. So I do think maybe worried is a little strong. I agree. I concede there, Keith. Worried is a little strong. Concerned, watchful, antsy. I think they are. I think they are starting to be more than bothered. It's not bothered no more. It don't move beyond curious. They are, if they not worried, they creeping towards it. But next year we will see. Like I said, I believe they can't really do anything in the next year, and that could be a lot. A lot can happen in under a year. And then with Grand Theft Auto 6 being pushed back, that has hurt a lot, man. That has hurt a lot because you was banking on that game pushing a lot of your systems, and you gonna push that game back to November. That probably would have drove the PS5 Pro sales.
True.
And
That's
you
true.
push that back.
Because it ain't coming to PC.
It's not right. So now it's like, what we gonna do? Because we don't know when Riverine coming out, do we?
I think it's 26.
Of what?
They said you're going to hear more next year.
I'm talking about, you think it's coming mid, late? It ain't coming early, so probably holiday.
Late holiday. Because they said you're going to hear more in spring, early next year. That's what they said.
So now you put Riverine down there with Grand Theft Auto. That's yeah. So anyway, just a thought.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to give K Bum that opportunity. I know we talked about it. I wanted to get his thoughts on it. We ain't got to stay on this.
So what Sony needs to be worried about is the fact that you keep going all this time with your trash first party lineup. That should worry you. Forget what Nintendo's doing. What should worry you is the fact that you are not supporting your own system. That should worry you.
I forgot about that. The two games that they got that they put on PC and they not even the MMOs.
Oh, you talking about those? Well, we could talk about those, but I have a question since K-Bone just brought that up. I rumor that they're trying to scale back their PC PlayStation games. Also, PlayStation games are on sale right now on Steam. But yeah, they're talking about scaling back the production of the PC.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Somebody said that. Maybe it was a PlayStation gamer who said, "Oh, I think they're going to be."
I think. I'll throw my 2 cents on that. A rumor of them scaling back their PC offering. I think that is a PlayStation gamer response to the fact that Xbox gamers will be able to play Sony games on an Xbox system. I think that is a response to that. To Sony themselves, I don't think they care. Putting their games on PC has been a revenue stream for them that has allowed them to even go this long without putting out first-party games, because they are getting another 1 million, 2 million on the PC front, where that extra 1 million, 2 million would have been lost if it stayed in the PlayStation Sony ecosystem. So I don't see them stopping that. This is going to be a continuous thing. So I don't really agree with that, because I don't think that is the mindset of Sony HQ. I don't believe they know this is a revenue stream. They're doing this to make up some of the cost of their expensive games, and I don't see them pulling back. That doesn't make sense. Especially when they're testing the waters on day and date games. So that as a strategy, as a company, it doesn't make sense to just pull back because Xbox gamers can play it. That's some petty console war type stuff. That ain't what these studios are trying to do. They're trying to make money.
1000%.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say
Hey,
yet.
Keith,
Yeah.
read Dark Wings post.
They spent so much time and energy on combating Xbox that they weren't paying attention to Nintendo quietly conquering the market they abandoned. They didn't even consider them a threat. Hey, I don't have any problem with that.
I agree. Now, let me ask you this, K-Bum, because we didn't talk about this last week, and I almost forgot. But this is a big conversation. Why is Sony making a MMO Horizon game, yet not putting it on the PlayStation?
MMOs don't do well on the PlayStation console.
Okay.
PlayStation gamers don't really play them. I don't know why it skips it totally, because you would still expect them to put this on their lead home console. But Sony Online Interactive is another branch of Sony, which focuses on stuff like MMOs and things like that, which is not tied to the console. But just in this form itself, MMOs do not perform well on consoles. So I understand. I don't know if I fully agree, because this is your first party title that you've kind of bred on the console itself, and for you skipping it, it does make me say, come on, why would you skip it? But for me to be naive to the fact that MMOs don't do well on console would also be undertaken. So I don't want to be naive to the fact that MMOs don't do good on consoles. But it does make me say, come on, man, you could have put this on the PlayStation.
And what's the Ratchet and Clank game that they not putting on it? I just heard about that one today.
I don't have any knowledge of that.
There's a mobile Ratchet and Clank
There's a
game.
mobile-
No,
yeah.
is it
Oh,
mobile? Yeah, I
mobile.
think it's a mobile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me
Yeah.
find it.
It's a
Now-
mobile game.
Now, do y'all? I mean, because I don't think these visuals here for this game represent how the actual MMO is gonna look. Do y'all think that's how
No.
it's gonna look?
Nah,
Okay.
absolutely not.
Not at all.
MMOs aren't known for their graphics.
So
That's not why you play them.
Yeah, you're not playing it for the graphics. That stuff be looking like rice on paper. That's some MMOs. So
okay, so basically, what I'm drawing from both of you guys is this might not be as big of a deal as some were trying to make it, which is a good point to transition to. So this is the Ratchet and Clank, I guess, MMO as well. What is this? What would you call it? Is this an MMO?
Now, I don't tend to dive into
Oh,
mobile phone games unless
what it is? Oh, it's like a shooter, ain't it? Like a
love and adore. Otherwise, I generally
Oh, it ain't a
It's
hero
something, but
shooter.
it's just weird
pretty egregious and
that
quite predatory when it comes
you
to
still wouldn't have it make it available to. You might not be targeting them,
gameplay.
but you still should make it available to them if they want to play
is
it.
the name of the game called? Okay, sorry, so that's a different game. Sorry.
It's Ratchet and Clank Ranger
A
Rumble.
little bit of fun with it. Another issue I have with mobile gaming,
It
though,
look like Splatoon without the paint.
play these games.
Yeah,
It got some vibes of Splatoon, but
Ranger Rumble in this
not
case
quite. But I see
unfortunately
why
right
you
now
would say
doesn't.
that.
But in this modern age, we've got emulators.
But this
Well,
is
Yeah,
not
it's
on,
made it's made for a particular audience.
yeah. And this is not coming to the PlayStation either. So that's two games.
But what I don't under that's two games, but at the same time, this is Sony trying to fund their business. This is not about console wars, and I think people got to get that out their head.
No, I'm with that.
Because I saw a lot of people upset. A lot of people were upset. Like, why are they doing this? Because they are running a business. And if people are going to go over there and spend money, like you think about them mobile games and how much money those mobile games be making, because folks be buying like little rinky dink stuff here and there, $5 here, $5 there. Like, that's a lot of money that they could just
Right.
be making. So yeah, that's why they're doing it.
Well, I'm with that part, but I can
So
understand
you can
why.
get the next.
I don't think it's really a console war thing. I think it's the fact that you are Sony. We bought these boxes with your name on it, and you making games that you are making exclusive to PC. I can see why they would be like, that's strange. Why wouldn't you target the PC market, but yet make it available to those on the PlayStation if they want
How
to play
hard
it?
it is to play an MMO on a
So they don't.
controller? Jesus Christ! Has anyone ever tried to play MMO on a controller?
I'm talking from. I'm being honest with you. I'm talking from pure ignorance. I
They don't
don't
have a mobile
know.
phone.
I don't know. I have no dog in this fight. I'm just being the devil's advocate, countering, just making a counter argument to see how y'all respond to it. I
I
could care less
understand.
personally. I don't.
I understand. I mean, I get it, but I think people are just trying to find something to be mad about. Like I say,
Okay.
I this is like Nintendo has mobile only game. They have a mobile Mario Kart. They have a mobile Mario. There are mobile games out there that's only for the mobile market.
Right.
And for a while, the Switch was only able to play mobile games. Because that's the Star Wars game was a mobile game. It was mobile games and then the Switch. So I think people are trying to breathe something into something that's not. This was made for mobile. It's not made for consoles. It's not, and it makes sense. This isn't a canon version of Ratchet and Clank. This is not a first person story driven. This is a mobile game made for mobile, made by PlayStation Mobile Inc. Like I don't know why we're trying to make this a big deal. It's really not.
And if you go back up and read what Flair said, why do you think PlayStation is looking into making a handheld? You don't think they wouldn't put this on their handheld? They build the audience here first, get the backing, and then put out a handheld. Oh yeah, guess what? That game that you love on your phone, now you can play it on here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just making stuff up.
I'm not trying to damage control because it sounds like I don't want to sound like I'm damage controlling, but we have to understand that we gamers try to make we read into things that's not because we think we know why gaming companies makes the decisions that they make, and then we read into them and then we put our feelings on top of it. I am trying to give an alternative reaction to that, saying, hey, let's not think about it from just the gamer's perspective, but think about it from the studio or the publisher's perspective as well, because they're the ones making the decision. And if you are a publisher, it doesn't make sense to put your MMOs on consoles when they don't sell. Right. And so I'm just like, I'm not trying to damage control here. I know
you're making a good point.
It may come off like that, but I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah, your point is, like I said, I'm trying to create the conversation to hear you guys take. I think what you just said makes all the sense in the world. I wasn't even really looking at it from an MMO standpoint. I'm just seeing gameplay. I'm not even thinking MMO as in what it actually is, and your explanation actually makes sense. It's like, yeah, this is this, that is that, and that don't sell over here. We focusing it over there. It doesn't mean we're abandoning you guys. Y'all don't play these type of games. And if you want to play it, go over there and play it. It's still Sony at the end of the day. So on the phone, right. So you made a good point. I think your point was an excellent point, K-Bum. I honestly do. I thought you answered that excellently. So, Keith, you got anything to add to it?
I am enjoying it a little bit more than playing it on my phone. My opinions, though, for the game.
I'm with you guys. I like to look at it from a different point of view. I like to look at it from like what's their plans first before we look at it from a it's an outside entity that's affecting us to make these things. Like internally, there has to be some issues going on first, and that's where I like to start. But that's it.
So basically, this is nothing but tears that just need to cry for crying's sake, which gives us a great segue to our final subject, which has been a topic since last week. But this time we want to give our predictions. But since K-Bum is back, I want to give the floor to give K-Bum an opportunity to share his takes on on the overview trailer and all the outrage that has been generated from one character NPC by the name of Miles McKenzie. K-Bun, the floor is yours. Did you get a chance to watch the overview trailer that Nintendo showed last Friday?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your floor is yours. Go and get your take on it, and then we'll dive into the controversy, and then we'll dive into our predictions for the game. We literally 2 weeks away.
Okay. Yeah, so I did get a chance to watch the overview trailer and get a chance to hear them talk a little bit about Metroid and kind of the overarching story for this. Got a chance to hear them mentioning the Federation Force. I believe that's the name of these humans that are involved.
Galactic Federation, yep.
Thank you. Galactic Federation Force. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That is involved with Samus's journey onto this planet, this unknown planet with a bunch of vaginas. And so, I yeah, vaginas. Anyway, but yeah, got a chance to watch some of that. Yeah, and so far the story is intriguing.
It is funny when K-Bum said that. I was like, he ain't lying. It was. I was like, that is a lot. That does look like something, but I just moved on past it. It would take him to go ahead.
I think it's intentional, though. I think that the vaginas are intentional because this planet is a place of birth, and I think that's what that's kind of the motif that they're going off of is that this is fertility and birth and rebirth.
Motif. Okay. I see you.
So I do believe it's intentional. The design of the planet, and I think that's what they kind of went with. But that's kind of my take. I think it really does have to do with birth and rebirth in this universe. But let me get back to the point. I got a chance to see it, and it was a little weird to me. It did the same thing that I hate that Marvel does, where characters in Marvel that have masks on always have to find some reason to take it off. And a lot of that was going on with the Galactic Federation Force, where like they're just sitting there talking without their mask on, and I'm like, I get it. You want to see that, show that they're humans and show their face, but it irks me the same way that it irks me when Marvel always has a half Iron Man with his sitting there and fully in his suit with his mask off, a Spider-Man talking with his mask. It's just you can have him talk with the mask on. The comic does it, but anyway. I did get a chance to see it. Got a chance to see the different characters: a black guy, I think a woman, Miles. I don't know if it was another character. I know I saw those three, and they all have their kind of unique gameplay aspect, and then the unique story beats and points and stuff like that. And that's going to travel along with Samus. So there's multiple people with multiple interactions in different points of the story that you're going to interact with. So I got a chance to see it. The story still is kind of like I said, but I think it's pretty cool that they're trying new things in this world. I know the Galactic Federation Force isn't new, but they're kind of tying this into these talking characters. I'll use that language. These talking characters into the game because I have my own set of thoughts about kind of the gameplay reveal. But that's not the question you asked me. So I'm strictly answering the overview video. So that's my thoughts. I think it's a nice add to have additional characters, especially some that talk, to kind of move the story along, and so that you're not just sitting here scanning everything, listening to the background music.
Okay, all right. So, I guess we can open the floor. I got to get your thoughts on this. All right. So you also heard a lot of the sentiments around Miles McKenzie and this being a concern. I'm gonna give you opportunity to share your thoughts on the backlash of this character, and you being an outsider, I guess. What's your thoughts on that?
Before you do that, K-Bum, make sure you only play this video once leveled.
Yes. Okay.
'Cause they get us.
Okay. I won't play it no more. I got other ones queued up. Go ahead, K-Ball.
Good catch, Keith. So the backlash, the outcry with the Miles character. I go both. Okay, let me say this. I do believe that people have taken this out of context for some parts of it. So let me say this. From the overview trailer, it is clear to you that this is not a what a word I'm looking for. This is not your sidekick from The Last of Us. There's one person that's not going to stick with you throughout the entire story. Right? You know, Last of Us, you have that sidekick, and that person stick with you pretty much the entire game. That person is by your side. This is not that. The overview trailer shows you that there will be multiple people that you will interact with. So kind of the outcry that, you know, we're gonna have to deal with Miles the entire game. That's not true. You're not gonna deal with Miles the entire game. What it seems to me is that this person, for right now, is serving as a tutorial guy, kind of to help guide you through some of these early parts of the game until the story kind of picks back up. And that's what it kind of seems to me, kind of giving you direction. I guess Atreus will be another person that kind of sticks with you through the entire game. So this is not Atreus. This person doesn't stick with you. The same person doesn't stick with you the entire game. So I feel that this kind of is an introductory character, tutorial character that kind of shows you or helps you along in the early parts of the game until you kind of get your footing on how to play the game, which completely understand. I get it. It makes sense. I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with is he is absolutely annoying. I don't understand the writing for this character, but you have made him annoying. I am tired of hearing his voice. I'm tired of hearing him call things out. You don't have to talk the entire time. But I think this is a byproduct of a bigger issue. He's the only person talking. And so he feels the screen when he talks, he feels the screen, he feels the audio space because there is no other dialogue anywhere else. And this leads me to my other issue with what I've seen. And I think would have been better. I would have rather had internal conversation with Samus herself than a character that they have made absolutely annoying. Him crying when he was on the thing to shoot him down, him telling you where to shoot and don't shoot him, and him complaining about how to open things. It was just annoying. I'm like, oh, I get the character, but I think you could have written him a little bit better than what you've written him because you have made him absolutely annoying. And another part that, and I'm gonna leave it here for we can continue with other dialogue. I don't want to just take up too much of the space. One of the most awkward things to me is how Miles goes into full conversation with Samus, and Samus shakes her head. Right? There's no audio response from Samus, and to me, it just it bothered me a little bit. Like let me not get on this soapbox, but I do have a soapbox about the silent protagonist and how that trope is very old school. And honestly, I'm tired of Nintendo using the silent protagonist. And I wish they would voice act their protagonists instead of just having them silent. To me, this is me personally. It removes me from the storytelling of the game when you have this silent protagonist. It affects the interaction of the flow of the story when the protagonist is silent. I don't know their emotion. I don't know their motivation. I don't know why they're doing things. They're just silent. They're just there. And you don't. I lose some of that connection with the character because they're not voicing anything. So that's my take on that. And again, it's from my perspective. And what I've seen and what I saw and my thoughts and the way I like to play games. So that's just, I'll leave it at that until we can continue forward with the conversation.
Okay. Keith, thoughts, and then we move into predictions.
I mean, I don't have a problem with anything that K-Bone just said. How I already felt about Miles was, like he said, he's a tutorial character. I do want to note, and this may be a good or bad thing, but you can turn off the chatter. You can turn off the conversation portion of the game. I think they just put up the what do you call it, the subtitles or whatever. But um, I agree with him on Samus not talking. I don't even think she talked in the other M. What? She had a whole dialogue. Yeah, it was internal. Samus was talking to herself the whole game, not to other people. I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, her not talking and people having that awkward pauses and stuff like that. I 100% agree with that. But you know why I'm here? I'm here for the gameplay. I'm here to figure out why they're on Veros, and the Lamorne and all the other stuff. I just want to know what's going on with the story because I'm a bigger fan of the gameplay than I am than the story portion of it. But like I said, I agree with his position on her being able to communicate and talk verbally. And like you said, other characters do. Link, like it's time, man. Uh, I feel like Donkey Kong should talk. I think it would have made the game a lot better. It would have took the game from a 8.59 to maybe even a 9.5. Just him talking alone. And not the like come on. And then
That's funny.
and then the villains like talking in the gibberish. Of course, I get it, but Pauline being able to fully understand what they're saying and we can't, that's crazy. Like what that's a complete immersion breaking thing that they need to start doing. But it ain't just Nintendo. There's other games that do the whole silent protagonist, but they're very prominent about it. So, I'll end it here before we get into the predictions. I don't have a problem with Miles. I actually welcome the goofiness because I know, like you said, he's not gonna be there the whole game. He might die. He might survive. I don't know, but for the most part, you're gonna be out doing Samus stuff, right? So I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I agree with pretty much most of what K-Bun was saying outside of. Let me take that back. I agree with a good portion of what K-Bun was saying. I personally don't. I would love to see Samus talk. That part I definitely agree with you. I feel like if anything was going to be complained about, the fact that they not letting Samus talk would be the complaint for me. Let her talk. Let her say something. It don't have to be much. Here, or thank you, whatever. Some quick, but that acting like as if we supposed to just imagine her voice being our voice, as Miyamoto has said many a times that Link is actually us. Well, sir, I'm not Link. I'm Levels. My imagination don't have to go that hard with it. Let Link talk. Let these characters talk. But I like Miles. I'm gonna be honest with you. Miles, and he is annoying, and I like that about him. I like the fact that he's exactly what he's supposed to be. An annoying nerd who says goofy stuff that don't make any sense, that should be common sense, over talking. But like keep K-Bum, I think your point is right on the money. I think it's awkward because there is no response conversation. Like when you out there with Nathan Drake and Sully, it would be strange if Sully was just batting out all this stuff and Nathan said nothing back, and he's responding to Nathan like he said something. That would be weird. So
Yeah.
from that angle, I agree with you. I think you put it perfectly. Because they're not letting Samus talk, his talking is overdone to fill up the audio. So
Yes.
he's talking to fill it up because there is no back and forth dialogue between the two. So he's over talking to compensate for her lack of talking. But it doesn't bother me to the point that where I'm like, oh my God, this is making the game unbearable. No, I don't. But yeah, I can see that he probably do talk a little more than he should. But after a while, it's just gonna be background noise for me. And I'm looking at you said shoot over there. All right, shot it. Where we going next? All right, you stand back here. All right, then let me get back to what I'm doing. That's how it's gonna be for me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be, oh my God, turn this NPC off. It's too much. Okay, I can't play them. I think people tripping with that. But anyway, good take, man.
Appreciate
I
it.
noticed you didn't really give your visual and graphical take. Are you trying to spare us? I don't want to open.
Well, I didn't know that was the option.
I was letting you
For
give your
the
take. I know you haven't gotten a chance to talk about it, so I'm letting you get it out before we get into our predictions. We got about 30 minutes. We got a little time.
I mean, I don't want to come off as a hater.
Keith, should I have opened this door, Keith?
It's fine. It's fine. I can handle it with some grace. For the most part, I think the game looks good. I think the color palette is dope.
I can't look at these doors different now. You unruined that. You
Good.
unruined the doors.
They've ruined it for me. No, but the color palette is dope. I think the dopest thing about the graphics is the lighting. So you just shot. Okay, I'm gonna say something crazy. The dopest thing about the game is actually the lighting. I think the lighting is done very well. The contrast between the dark and the light, I think that's very dope. And I think the color scheme and I think the art direction. I think it's an artistic looking game. I think is purposeful in their art direction. The only thing, I think, yeah, this is the only thing. The only thing that bothers me is that things don't look like they don't look correct up close. My problem is, and I think we had a little small conversation about this, and I think my problem may be that I'm looking for realism, and that's not what the game is going for. Because when I see Samus's armor, I expect it to shine and reflect like real life armor should. And it doesn't. It's muted. The armor is very muted. It doesn't reflect the environment. It's not reflective. It doesn't shine the way I expect that type of metal to shine. Even looking into her visor, you would expect her visor, and Keith, this is going to, what word I'm looking for? Ray tracing, where if you have a reflective surface, a transparent surface, and a reflective surface, you expect it to reflect and be able to see the world that she's in through her visor. And I don't see that. And it kind of like, okay, that's not right. What I'm seeing in her visor, I'm not supposed to be able to see. Yeah, apparently they didn't go that direction with it, and the same thing with the armor. You don't see the reflection of the world in the armor, and also some of the textures. I think it's more of a texture type of thing. And it's a similar issue I had even with Donkey Kong. It was a texture type of thing. And for that one, I understood. You're going to destroy it anyway. So what's the point of putting all this work into textures when you're just going to break it all up? Understood. But again, the textures up close, it doesn't hold up. And like I said, it could be Again, this is a Switch game. let's let's not get it twisted. It is upgraded to 4K. There are some visuals updated as well on the Switch too. But it could be the fact that I'm asking too much of a Switch game. But it does throw me off because I'm looking for that. Right when I see the metal, I'm expecting to reflect like metal. When I see the transparent glass, I expect it to reflect like transparent glass. When I see the textures on the ground, I expect it to have um, texture, right? It looks flat. It doesn't look textured. And as Level said before, yeah, there is foliage, and it does. And I didn't even think about the foliage, which means they've done a good job that I didn't even recognize it. But my issue is with the textures of the game. I think it's kind of muted in a lot of aspects. And it could because I'm looking for this realistic type of um, art direction with reflections and metal reflecting like metal and glass reflecting like glass. Like there's a scene where she shoots this glass and it looked very PS3 era glass. It was a very PS3 era glass. And I'm like, ugh. But again, it could be what I'm looking for is not what the game is trying to do. And so that's why it kind of throws me for the loop. But other than that, I think the game looks great. If your eye doesn't pick up like mine does, you won't have any problem enjoying this game. Is my
Okay.
thoughts.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you made that point that this is a Switch game being up res. But no, I think hey, that's fair takes. I wanted to give you the opportunity because you haven't been here for 2 weeks. We've been talking about it for 2 weeks. Now let's get into it, Keith. Now I'm coming to you.
Yes.
Prediction time. What is your predictions? Are you trying to predict the story or where you think it's going? What?
Yeah, I wanna just kind of pick your brain because since we've been talking about this game, looking at it,
Okay.
like I know you're excited, like I'm excited. I guess I can just go ahead and go into
Yeah.
it. Uh, you're excited, like I'm excited to see where this is going, and then the added elements of the Galactic Federation. Like, what are we doing here? So, um, first of all, everybody gonna die. No, I actually don't think everybody's gonna die in this one. I think if I don't know, but you land on you respond to a distress beacon, I guess, like she normally does, and she comes through and she helps fight with the Galactic Federation on their base, and I think the place is called Lamorne. No,
No,
that's the Creek. That's the
that's the
people.
that's the civilization that's
Heroes.
dead. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
dead civilization of Viros. Yes.
okay, and then the planet that they're on is a different planet, though, right?
Yes, the planet that they're currently on, I can't remember the name of that planet. The name of the where they go is Viros. We know that. Let me look it up. Go ahead. I'll look it up.
Okay. Okay, so you respond to this distress beacon, you get there, and they got this tech that they're trying to, I guess, analyze and figure out how to unlock its power, and then Silux shows up. I almost want Silux to be like a Thanos. I kind of want all villains to be like a Thanos, meaning that I want some motivation. I don't want to see bad characters just being bad for the sake of being bad because they all get thrown on a planet together. They get scattered. Samus finds the Galactic Federation, and Silux is there as well. So I'm trying to figure out what is he doing? Is he also trying to figure out how to get off the planet? Don't make a game where he's in complete control. No, he got warped here too. He should be confused and dazed just like everybody else. And on the other side, he should be trying to figure out what's going on. So I predict, honestly, I would have loved to see this where they have to put their differences aside and they actually have to work together because they're on this planet that nobody knows anything about. And their only hope of survival is trusting in one another. And and there's one more guy that nobody ever talks about. The other, there's like the robot, and then there's another guy. He's like a super soldier. And when I mean super soldier, I don't mean like Captain America, but I feel like that's all his is just, hey, I'm a grunt, I fight, I shoot, that's what I do. But yeah, I
Tanamar.
would
That's the name of the planet they're on.
Panama.
Tanamar.
Thank you.
Okay.
So yeah, I want to see them all having to at some point they fight a little bit. Like, oh, there goes Samus. Oh, they're going to go at the Federation. I'm going to kill him. But then it's like, if I kill him, I die too because I don't know how to get off this planet. Let me be smart. I know Nintendo not going to be that deep with it, but that's what I would like to see.
This that footage that you said we shouldn't be showing. It got all the Japanese footage. Should I show that footage? Or should I say spoiler?
Just don't show that one video that you showed me. If that's the same
That's
video.
the one. I think that's the one. Let me get off this.
Nah,
All right.
don't play that.
So, all right. Let me go back. So for me, okay. So first of all, one of my theories I've heard several different theories, but my theory was one of my original theories was that there's some kind of way Viros has connections with Silas. I think for whatever reason I feel like this planet has some connection to Silas. Silax, however you say his name.
Silax.
And I think we're going to get, because he's from, everything about him is unknown. We don't know where he's from, his backdrop. He's coming to Tanamar to get this device, this artifact, whatever it is. He's engaging in back and forth combat with Samus. He shoots, he hits this artifact, he triggers it to, and he sets it off, and it takes them to a place that we don't know about, an unknown place that we never heard of called Viros. And I believe that some kind of way this ties into Psylocke's backstory. I believe that's one thing we're gonna get. I also believe that those hybrid Metroids is going to also play some functions into corrupting some things on this planet with him. Like that first boss we saw, I believe that's just showing you what he's going to be doing to something on this planet. Something on this planet is going to be corrupted or altered by those same Metroids that he has. I believe that as well. I believe that Samus and the Federation, the Galactic Federation, is going to build a continuing bond. This will not be the last time we engage and see these. I think they're rebooting, kinda. They're rebooting some things. They not starting over, but doing like a soft reboot with Samus and this game. I think they're trying to introduce some new elements, some new aspects for where they want to go with Samus, and I think they're starting it here. And I think the Federation, the Galactic Federation troopers, is one element that they will be a continued aspect of the games from here on out. That you're going to get more of that type of dialogue, more of that type of interaction. And I take cues from when the girl said, I hope we can keep this crew, this team together when we get back. And she wasn't just talking about the fellow Galactic troopers. She was also talking about Samus herself. And I found that interesting that she made that statement. To me, that's the developers letting us know that this relationship, this teaming, this partnership may be something we want to continue, and they throwing out the hint that this can be a continued theme for the next few Metroid Primes or wherever they choose to go next. So I think they're trying to break the ice with this game, and then the next game you might see more interaction and more, like I said, humanizing of Samus in a way that we never really seen her. Like I said, she's this unstoppable tank that's on planets by herself, just murking everything up. For whatever reason, all her bombs are hidden from her on each and every planet she go to. That's weird. That some kind of way the planet hides her abilities from her, and she has to find it all on the planet. But they probably need to stop. They probably need to figure out another way. To me, they could have let her keep most of her abilities and let the psychic abilities be the power-ups. You see what I'm saying? Let her keep the other stuff she got, and maybe something is broke down and she got to go find some stuff to fix it. That's what I would have did. But I haven't played the game, so that could actually be here. But that's my theory. But there's another theory that I think is a good theory too. That Veros is Tanamar. Just either in the past or the future. I don't know if you heard that theory.
I think I heard that from Rob. Did Rob say that?
Yeah, Rob. I heard that. It ain't just Rob. I heard that from Rob and maybe another couple other people. They may have got it from Rob. Rob may have got it from them. I don't know who originated, but I thought that was a good theory. That maybe Veros is Tanamar in the past. Like, and this is, again, I think this plays into my theory that Psylocke may be taught. That's why he might be there, because that device or that artifact may help him discover his past. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be dope. That's my prediction. That it's definitely got some connection to him, where this planet is gonna reveal something about him. And it may reveal something about Samus too, but it's definitely gonna reveal something about him. Maybe they brothers. Maybe they long lost siblings, because they similar in design. They similar.
Yeah. There's a comic. I don't know if that's canon anymore, but she's an only child, and her parent. Do you know that story?
Yeah, that her parents abandoned her in the Chozo.
No, they didn't abandon her. They got destroyed.
No, well, they left. I left her. That she was left abandoned. Maybe not in the sense of they left her, but yeah, I don't remember why she was by herself. But I remember they were saying that the Chozo took her in when they found her. So
yeah, the Chozo and the humans had a good working relationship, and they would sometimes use technology and all this other stuff. And I think the space power showed up on the planet one day and destroyed all the people, and they came back for Samus. And then that's when the Chozo found her and was like, hey. And I forgot how she got their DNA. But she got Chozo DNA in there too. So
yeah. Yeah, man. I'm curious. I believe because of the unknown, man, this can be linked. This can be Luke and the princess. They could be connected. That Silas and Samus have some about their origin is connected. I don't know where they're going with it, but it is interesting that he has a similar weaponry, like his design is similar to hers. It is interesting. He has an arm cannon. She has an arm cannon. I think it's on his left. It's on his right hand. No, it's left. Yeah, right hand. His whole design is like a male Samus. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm ready to find out. I'll tell you that. I'm definitely ready to find out. So, yeah, man. K-Bum, any thoughts? You probably just.
This section is not for me.
Okay, all right. So I don't feel bad because I was gonna skip on. I was like, well, you might be. What about me? And then you turn around and say, yeah, I'll go ahead, bro. I ain't got none of that. But anyway, let me see. Let me read some of these comments. She was okay. I hope this game gets into his beef with the Federation. So some theories is that Silex and Samus are siblings. That's that. I don't know why I'm getting those vibes. That's the vibes I'm getting. That they are connected to one another. There's a connection here that's going to be revealed. Huh?
So he ain't gonna. So he not gonna talk either.
No.
There's two mute kids just in the game.
I hope they don't make it that he don't talk. But I do believe that artifact will help him discover something about himself. That's why he wants it. Ain't he purple?
Yeah.
The artifact is what?
Purple.
It glows purple. How did his weapons trigger it? What about his?
I don't think it was. I think it knocked it off and it triggered.
He shot it. He literally shot it because Samus. They got some footage out there.
He shot it and it
he
failed.
Shot it, but Samus. Well, he shot at Samus. He shot at Samus, and Samus dodged, and he shot it, and it failed, but it triggered. What?
Did it trigger first, or did it trigger when it failed?
I don't know. I'm just we are we are giving predictions and theorizing. I don't know. Could it have been his weaponry triggered it, or could it have been it failed and was triggered? I would say his weapon triggered it more than falling.
Let's see. Might be right.
I think his weaponry energized it. K-Bum has ruined these doors for me. But anyway,
you see it, bro.
I saw it, bro. I saw it before you said it, but I see it even the more now. It's like I can't even look at him like, dang, he is not lying. These are vaginas, real talk. He's not joking. But yeah, man, I think there's gonna be some connection between him and her. Maybe they twins, long lost twins, or something. And I believe Viros may have. Do we know the planet she was from?
Who, Samus?
Yes.
From Earth?
Is she from Earth? I don't know.
She's from Earth, and
so she's supposed to be human.
Oh, she's a human.
She's full. Okay.
But I think the story is she's human, but she was badly hurt, so they had to infuse her DNA with their DNA, and then she went to, I think it's called Talon 4.
Yeah, I know about Talon 4. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was human. I didn't know if she was human or not. Like I said, I didn't really get off into the Metroid series until Prime. And Prime was really when I really started really getting in. I played some of the earlier games, but I ain't really get into it until Prime. And then I've been into it. It's the same thing with Zelda. I didn't get into Zelda until Ocarina of Time. I wasn't playing the Zelda games on the previous Zelda's games. I missed a lot of them.
Oh, wait. He's right. Planet K2L. Man, just listen to him. Don't listen to me.
So it wasn't Earth?
It's K2L is a planet and Earth colony on which Samus Aran lives at the age of 3, along with her parents.
Was she born there? That's where they were stationed. I'm just curious because I believe there's gonna be some tie-in to they. I believe Sylax and Samus are connected. There's some about them that is shared. I don't know if it's parents. I don't know if it's a long lost child. I don't know what it is, but there's some connection between them two. And yeah, I think that's going to be explored. I'm looking forward to this. I want to see this Negroid wide nose brother. I want to see what it's. I'm just so happy that he's here. I really am. I don't have no problem with Miles. I'm ready for his goofy talking. Fill up my ears. Fill up the space. Which hey, welcome. A welcome addition for me. Annoy me, and then I can move on and be annoyed by somebody else in some other section of the game. That to me doesn't break it at all. But That's my prediction, man. I think they're gonna have some connection, and I think that prediction of Tanamar being Viros, I think that's a good theory too. I don't know if I believe it, but I do think that's a good theory. I don't know if I want that to be true though. I'd rather them go somewhere else. Like they all teleported to somewhere else. You quiet, Keith? What's up?
I'm reading. It says
Okay.
she had a brother. She had a brother named Solomon Aaron. So she
Where is
did
he
have a
at?
brother, but he was only mentioned once and hasn't appeared in any of the games. So
Okay. And Silex's origin is what? Unknown. Silex's origin is unknown. I looked it up. So I was like, who is Silex? And they said that he's unknown. His origin is unknown. They don't know where he's from. He's very mysterious, but he has a problem with the Federation, the Galactic Federation Force. That's the only thing we know, that he hates them. So could this be Luke? Could this be Luke too? Princess what's her name? In Star Wars? Leia. Princess Leia. Could this be Princess Leia's Luke?
well, okay. So in his design, he doesn't actually have an arm cannon. His hand, he has a gun.
Okay. Well,
That's a gun.
He's strapped.
He's strapped.
Okay. All right. I thought it was a cannon. I didn't look at it. So he's holding a gun. All right. Fair. But matter of fact, I can find that picture. Is this Samus' brother? No. So Keith, I'm gonna give you the final thoughts, man. Then we can get out of here.
I don't really have any final thoughts, man. I'm just ready to play this game. 2 weeks can't come soon enough, man. I'm ready. Like officially 2 weeks. What would it be? December 4th? Yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to play it. Game is pre-ordered. I wish we could pre-download like you can on the Xbox and possibly on Steam sometimes. Like I don't even want to wait that day. I don't want no server crashes, none of that Nintendo jank. I just want to be able to play the game and enjoy my time. I might beat the game fast too. Like I've been anticipating playing this game. I might no life it, man. That's how bad I'm gonna have it. So,
That's funny.
so
No, I'm gonna take my
see.
time, man.
I'm gonna no life it.
What is Silex's black? How he walked in kind of got some hood in him, man. What is he black? What's this a black dude?
What if his real name is Tyrone?
Right.
Well, actually, his color is green. It's not purple. And he do got a gun. You're right. Oh, I can't wait till this game come out, man. Oh, my God. This game, 2 more weeks. So he hits it, knocks it over. She blasts him. And then the device sets off.
And he got his mock droids. See, I don't want to see no mess where like the mock droid attaches itself to him and he turns into a big monster. I don't want to see that.
You know it's gonna be some mock droids in that because they all got warped there. So if he's there, his mock droids is there, and we literally saw what the mock droids did. You know something's gonna get corrupted, man. You know something getting corrupted. Some of these bosses gonna get corrupted by mock droids. Just like
That's
this boss
fine. I don't want him to get corrupted by the mock droids.
Oh,
like just fight me straight up.
No, he probably will. They probably will come in and save him. When he go to Super Shredder.
You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna happen, Keith. You know it's gonna happen. Oh, you think you done? He gonna swallow the pill like Ganon did and turn into a dragon. Which, anyway, but this introduction, man, is dope. For Nintendo to be showing us this much, they must got a lot that ain't been shown in this game. Because they have shown a lot.
or they're just trying to get you to buy the game, and this is it.
It's very different from what we've typically seen from Nintendo. Like how he walks in there is so dope. He like, yeah, I'm here. What y'all want? The one y'all fear. He kind of reminds me of how the character that fought Goku that can leap time hit. It reminds me of Hit a little bit. All right, I'm geeked out enough for the night. Let's go. Why my stuff not working? Come on now. But anyway, I guess it don't want to act right. But yeah, man, I'm gonna let these dudes sign out. Go ahead, Mr. Norris.
There's a good show tonight. Got a chance to talk Metroid, which I'm so excited to talk about. Play. Got a chance to talk about PlayStation. We didn't go all in on Nintendo tonight. And some Xbox news. We didn't give any slander. Let me think of something real quick. No, let me stop. Good to have K-Bone back with us tonight. Whatever he got going on with the bugs that he done caught over there, I hope that he gets that mitigated and he's back 100%. And I'll see y'all in the comment section and all the good stuff. And be safe this weekend. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Okay. K-Bum.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I know it's been a little minute for me. It was good to hop on with the homies and get a chance to talk it up, man. Have a good conversation. Talk some Xbox talk, which was not slandered. Sneak a little Sony conversation in there, even though kind of hard for these Nintendo podcasts. But other than that, no, man, and definitely enjoy myself today. Had fun. Appreciate the comment section. I know Nia sleep. She got school tomorrow. But no, I appreciate everybody who came through today. Look forward to having conversations next week.
All right. Alan Steve, welcome to the show, man. Yeah, you got to catch it and rewatch it. My sound effects is just not wanting to cooperate. It's like I'm done. We sleep. But anyway, yeah, man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in on tonight. Man, we got 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks. Dark, I didn't give you your shot out. Chariot, man, I think I got you. But all the rest of you guys that was in here, Comic Book Crunch, Nia earlier, and a few others, Flare Ice. There was a few of y'all. Darkwing also up in this joint. Yeah, man, appreciate all y'all being here with us tonight. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Hopefully there's more out there to talk about. But go check out my videos. Go give me your comments, man. I got some questions for these simpletons. Go check that out. And we'll be back next week, same time, same place.